What's up, my fellow collectors? Jim here with another figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the NECA Aliens Xenomorph Warrior Battle Damage. Now this is pretty cool. It comes in the big kind of plastic clamshell, but you can see the figure clearly behind the packaging. You do have aliens up at the top here. You do have a little aliens image right here. It had the name of the character. On the side you do have some cool images. On the other side you have some other cool images, and on the back you do have this really cool, I would love to, build this in my collection. It's really, really cool. You do have a little bit of a read-up, and it's also showing you the other ones available. I am going to eventually pick this up and pick Ripley up too, because he looks pretty cool. He's got, there's another one that kind of has like the bony head. It's all brown, and it has like some bullet marks, but this one just looks freaking too sick to pass up right now. So, but that is the packaging. Let's crack it open and take a look. Okay, and here he is all out of the packaging, looking just absolutely freaking badass. Very, very cool Xenomorph figure. I mean, this thing is just awesome. Great paint, great sculpt, as always, like NECA. Now, before we take a closer look, the height of this guy is about 8.5 inches to the top of his head here. If you want to count all the way to the very top of like where his head's blown off at, it's almost like 9 3/4 inch tall. But let's take a closer look at this thing, because it is just so sick what NECA does with these guys. Now here is the head sculpt, and we just have really, really nice blue, black, brown, kind of metallic colors all throughout this guy. It just looks so good. Really nice sculpt on the head. And of course the blown off part just looks great. The inner mouth is a little plain. It's kind of strange that like everything looks so good and the inner mouth just kind of has this very, kind of beigey paint on it. We do have a little bit of silver for the teeth, but just the inside of all this just looks so freaking cool. It looks so sick. Really nice paint shading all throughout here. You have the browns, the greens. It looks great. It's got this silver painting for the teeth. And of course you have the top of the head, which came out really good. Again, we got this nice kind of like bluish shading all throughout. Top of the head looks really good. Just really, really nice job all the way around with this guy. Just crazy, crazy sculpt. The entire figure just is covered in this. It's almost like a metallic looking blue to it, but just with shades of brown all throughout. Really, really nice detail all throughout. This little, his midsection here looks really good. Nice paint shading and all. And of course coming down to the legs. Done really nice. And then even down to the feet. We even have some painted toenails. But nice silver paint there on his claws. And coming up this side, just crazy, crazy, crazy sculpt and paint all over the place on this. We have his these little parts sticking out of his back are soft. This is hard, but these little parts right here sticking out are soft, so they do kind of get out of the way. And again, they look really good. It's so cool. Such a cool figure. The tail this time has like a little swivel right here, so that's cool. I don't remember that being in the other one. I think it was just, but it is, again, we have that soft kind of bendy material, and it will kind of bend around a little bit. But a really nice job on the back of his calves here. Kind of have that like, different brown shading kind of going all throughout. And even on this side of his leg too. Just trying to show you guys the figure from all angles here. It's just so nicely done. Really, really cool job that you did on this. But that is the closer look, and the articulation on this guy is actually almost better, I think. Now we do have these parts here, which you kind of have to worry about because they peg in back here, and it's just kind of like a straight little line. It is on the soft side, but if you go cranking too hard, that will probably pop out pretty easily. But you do get rotation on the head. You do get a little bit of back. Get a little bit forward, you kind of have to force it, but you get about that much range, because of course it's going to crash here. You get nice tilt side to side, but the head is definitely limited because of, you know, these parts that stick up here, because of this part back here. But you know, with that you still get decent amount of range. You do have your standard ball and swivel, or ball and hinge for the elbow, and they'll come out pretty much horizontal, so that's cool. Of course that does rotate all the way around. The placement of this, you know, bullet wound does kind of get in the way. You do kind of, it's, you know, I don't know why they put it right there. It does kind of limit a little bit of articulation. You kind of have to come up and over it. But you do have double jointed elbows, which give you really nice range. Of course, you have a swivel at the top, and then they also swivel down here, so on both sides of the joint. The hands do swivel, and it has a hinge. You do have the cut in the torso, and really nice movement with this. I mean, if you go back too far, it does get a little gappy, but he gets nice back, really nice forward. Of course, you got really nice side, and of course that will swivel. The legs pretty much do the entire splits. Kick forward about that much. This is kind of like a soft, you know, floaty piece. Kick back really well. You do have swivel around that ball joint, so it's not really a thigh swivel, but you get a little bit of play going around. You do have the double jointed knees, which work really well. You do have a little bit of swivel there at the knee, and then for the feet you don't really get much back, unfortunately. The way that this sculpt is on the back, that kind of runs into it, but you get a decent amount forward, and you do have swivel and a little bit of pivot in there, side to side, and of course rotation. Then you even have a toe joint with this guy, which goes all the way up. So I mean, really, and of course, you know, the tail will swivel back here. But I mean, really nice movement on this guy, and he just looks great. I love the paint. I love the face. It looks absolutely amazing how it's all blown off. Here is the other Xenomorph that has like the clear head. I forget the names of these guys, but as you see, they're pretty much in scale. He's a little bit taller actually, because I have him standing straight up here. Let me see if I can kind of get this guy to stand straight up. So yeah, they're pretty much the same height, but really cool. Yeah, see, this guy doesn't have that swivel back here on his tail like he does, so I do like that. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is the NECA Aliens Battle Damage Xenomorph. I mean, this thing is just freaking badass. Really, really nice figure. Definitely one to get, because I mean, at the price point, it's great. I really have no complaints. I think the paint and everything on this guy is amazing. I guess really my only kind of gripe is just that with everything being so nice, the plain paint on this, on his you know, inner little skeletal mouth that comes out, like why that is so just kind of plain. That's really, really my only complaint. Besides that, great figure, great articulation. That is the review, guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, and I will catch you guys on the next figure review.